With over 7 billion people in the world today, a lot of them have a lot in common. Not just because their blood is red, but because they have experienced in some way, shape, or form the spirit that is wreaking havoc in many people's lives. This spirit, coupled with a lot of different demons, is literally trying to break this world down. It's very subtle, but it's very powerful at the same time. And the reason why I say it's very subtle is because a lot of people don't realize they are actually operating with this spirit in their lives. This message is going to be chock full of information. It's going to be a part 2, brothers and sisters, in that I am going to have a video exclusively doing warfare prayer against this wicked spirit. The spirit of rejection is what I'm talking about today. So please tune into part 2, because I'm telling you the truth. If it's not you, somebody very close and near and dear to your heart, somebody you may know, somebody who you're going to meet in the future, may be experiencing this demon, and you have to be well equipped so that they can be set free indeed, as well as you. Brothers and sisters, the spirit of rejection, like I said, has a lot of demonic spirits linked up with it. They work in gangs. I experienced firsthand with this spirit because it happened to me while I was in the womb. In Jeremiah 1, it talks about how even in our mother's womb, God knew us. He knew everything about us. Even the fact that many of us, whether we be from illegitimate children, pre-abortions, whether it be a situation where we were adopted, or sex with a person who had been a crackhead or a drug dealer or drug addict, whatever the case is, however you was conceived, if you was brought about, if you would, or conceived through this spirit, it could later on wreak havoc in your life. It's not enough to know that you have this spirit in your life. It's not enough. We need to know what we need to do on a battlefield, because I'm telling you the truth. If you have the spirit of rejection, and as far as I'm concerned, I thank God that I'm free from it. And it is a lifetime thing that we need to address. Why? Because as long as you have the spirit of rejection, these other spirits, okay, that I will go through are linked with it. Okay, and if you have not yet basically gotten rid of the strong man in your life, if you haven't got rid of that, then don't think that you are free from the other little demons that are connected with it. Let's get started. Mine's happened where, like I said, my mother wanted to abort me. Now, me and my mother have a great relationship now. Of course, she, repented of it. She, was sorry about it and everything like that. But the fact of the matter is, okay, she had a lot of children at the time. Maybe it was a financial situation. Maybe you were brought up or have been in situations where this child that is in your womb, you're contemplating, or you have that spirit of rejection toward that child. Oh, trust and believe, on a spiritual level, it will be manifested later on in life. And that's exactly what happened to me. I had low self-esteem. I was promiscuous at times when I was from late teens to early 20s. And it was from that spirit of rejection. These demons of low self-esteem, these demons of lust, these demons of perversion, these demons of, rebellion really was permeating in my life. Now, I'm not just saying that this can happen only and exclusively through birth. Oh no. This can happen later on in life, through the middle of your life or the course of your life. You could be rejected just by the mere fact of somebody, said something bad to you while you're at the playground, while you're 2, 3 years old. Somebody disrespected you or rejected you. You go through that phase of you feeling that no one loves you, and it brings about that feeling of fear and those other feelings, okay, of hatred and rebellion. A lot of people are, dealing with the spirit rejection through racism, okay? A lot of, especially in the black community, we know that, a lot of people have been rejected or looked down less than, or minorities or things of that nature, have that stigma attached to them, and they feel that innate feeling of rejection. Some people have the spirit of rejection through other means, like, some people who rejected or got rejected by way of romance. They feel that they got dumped, or they feel that they, is not suitable to be date worthy, if you would, or lovable, and they have that stigma attached to them. So what do? They try to self-improve. They go to the gym for 20 hours. They work like a workaholic, or they try to do plastic surgery. They got low self-esteem. They try to alter what God already gave them, things of that nature, hating themselves due to that one little spirit, or one big spirit, if you would, that was trying to tear their self-esteem down. Some people have home issues, you know what I mean? They are rejected from loved ones. Their father doesn't love them enough. Their mother doesn't love them enough. They were rejected. They're a type of child who was, a latchkey kid. The kid that comes home without nobody home. They feel like they got to make their own dinners and make their own meals. They're raising themselves while their parents have to work long hours. So that spirit of rejection is deep. It runs deep. I'm not quite sure what your situation is, brothers and sisters, but today, oh yes, today, you will get a glimpse of what it is, how it happened, and you get a glimpse of examining your own life to see if you had this spirit of rejection in your life. Some men, hey, are rejected from work. They see this other guy or other woman moving up in a corporate ladder, and they feel that they've been rejected for promotion. Or some people, they feel like they've been let go. They've been fired. They've been rejected there. And instead of, getting back up, they go through this spiritual depression. Okay? And depression is a demon that's linked with it as well. And feeling that hatred and animosity toward someone else, not forgiving them and not moving on and closing that door and opening up another one by the grace of God. They're not allowed to heal properly. They feel that the world is, in other words, they get a perception of the world as one-sided only. We know that Cain was rejected through God by the offering that he had. We know that even Esau was rejected by God. Okay? We know that Jacob wasn't rejected. We know that Ishmael was rejected. Okay? And Isaac wasn't. We know in the Bible that also Israel is God's chosen people. We know that God for a moment has rejected them because of their disobedience and their serving other gods. We read about it in Deuteronomy 28. So brothers and sisters, I want to talk about now the demonic spirits that are associated with this spirit of rejection. We know that the spirit of rejection has a personality, okay? And it's comprised of different spirits that join rejection and strengthen it, okay? So, if you have or if you struggle with the spirit of lust or perfectionism, everything got to be perfect. Or if you suffer from depression or self-accusation or pride, vanity, ego, insecurity, inferiority, okay? Or gluttony, or even, guilt, shame, unfairness, inordinate affection for animals, fear, paranoia, indecisiveness. In other words, you're double-minded. 1 minute you're this way, 1 minute you're that way. Or you're too passive. You know what I mean? You're just, I'm not going to say a wimp, but, you like people run all over you. And you allow it. Some people talk down to themselves and make themselves feel humble. That's not humble. That's not humble if you're disrespecting yourself. There's people that literally say, I'm ugly, this or that, to make themselves feel humble. You're not making yourself feel humble. You're disrespecting yourself, and you're speaking death to your life, and you're speaking a spirit to your life that is not going to lift you up in a way where you have self-esteem. It's bringing your self-esteem down. So this is how these demons, like I said, in conjunction with that spirit of rejection, I'm telling you the truth. You ever have a person, brothers and sisters, that they're always talking down to themselves. They're, not only saying I'm sick, but I'm no good, and I mean they're literally prophesying this over their lives. They're speaking down to themselves. This is that demon of rejection. Okay? You always have a person that they have nothing positive. You give them a compliment. Oh, your hair looks nice. Or great job. Or wow, this is awesome. And they always counteract that. Oh, it ain't all that. Oh, this hair. Oh, it's, you know what? I need to get it cut because it's just this dirty hair. Or wait a minute. I just gave you a compliment. I just, try to say something nice to you, and you're counteracting me with something nice I said about you. Oh yeah, you got that spirit. You got that spirit of rejection in your members that you need to get it cast out. Oh, brothers and sisters, like I said, part 2 is coming. We are going to do a prayer, a warfare prayer against this demon that's trying to hide and does not want to get out of your life. See, demons like to hide. You ever have like an area in your house that you can't quite reach? And it's hard to sweep, or it's hard to get to, but year after year after year, if you don't get to it, what does it do? It likes that spot. It houses itself there. Okay, whether it be dust or whatever the case is. My bottom line is this: we need to expose and we need to clean house spiritually so that you can walk in victory and you can proclaim God's word in your life. God has a plan for your life, and it's not a plan to make your esteem low. It's not a plan to make you feel rejected. It's not a plan, brothers and sisters, to build you down. It's to build you up. It's to empower you. It's to make you know, not just make you feel, but just make you know that you are chosen to do a great thing for God's kingdom. Bless the true and living God. Look out for part 2. Bless the Lord.